Good morning. It is March 4th, 2013. This is WGTV Today. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good Monday morning, and thank you for joining us.
Oh, good Monday morning is right. What a great show we have today.
We do. We have a great lineup. We have someone here to talk about the Red Cross and the Wayne County chapter.
Tammy.
Things that are happening.
Yeah,
Tammy is here to talk about it.
That's right.
We have a coach here from Mount Olive College to talk about new and exciting things happening in the athletic program at Mount Olive College. You'll be excited to hear about this, I hope.
Mike Murphy.
Mike Murphy is here.
That's right.
We also have someone here that is talking to Wayne about the Special Olympics program that is be taking place soon here in Wayne County.
That's Rich Waldeman, and we're looking forward to all that.
We certainly are.
That's a good lineup for today. All right. Well, Kim, the Civil Air Patrol Goldsboro Composite Squadron will have their open house. That's coming up March 23rd, 10 a.m. That's Saturday now. I think maybe the last Saturday of the month. I'm not real sure about that. But toward the end of the month, March 23rd, 10 a.m. until 1 o'clock. The cost is free, and this is taking place at the airport, at the Wayne Executive Jetport in Pikeville. Now, the Composite Squadron of the Civil Air Patrol and the U.S. Air Force Auxiliary will conduct this open house at the Executive Jetport beginning at 10 o'clock. Membership, by the way, is open to all young people from the age of 12 to 18 for the cadet program, and adults 18 and older. Membership is open.
That's great.
It is, and I tell you, if you don't know anything about the Civil Air Patrol and you're interested at all in flying, you really need to check this out. That's
so anybody can go any age?
Absolutely.
That would be a fantastic opportunity. If you
Would.
have a child or a young person that thinks they're interested in being a pilot, that's a great time to go check it out.
Or anything at all to do with aviation, anything with aviation. Now, the CAP, Civil Air Patrol, has been around a long time. In fact, was quite active during the First World War, Second World War rather, World War II. But it's fun, it's interesting, it's fascinating, and if you're at all interested in planes or flying of any kind, then this would it'd be a great opportunity for you to become a member. Its unpaid members perform more than 80% of the inland search and rescue missions as tasked by the Air Force Rescue and Coordination Center.
Really?
They help with search and rescue, yeah. Volunteers also take a leading role in aerospace education and conduct one of America's finest youth programs, the Civil Air Patrol Cadet Program. If you want information about this, you need to talk to Captain George Wolf, and he is at 919-252-7220, 919-252-7220. Okay?
Well, Wayne, did you know that there's a river keeper for the Neuse River?
A river keeper?
A river keeper.
How do you keep a river?
Well, we'll find out. If you're interested in learning what a river keeper does, Matthew Starr, who is the Neuse River's river keeper, will be holding a seminar on Thursday, March the 21st from 1 until 2 p.m. It's free to the public. It's going to be held at Wayne Memorial Hospital in Dining Room 1. Matthew Starr will be sharing the purpose and the goals of his position and showing pictures of the Neuse River, which he says is one of Wayne County's greatest assets and often unappreciated. If you want to hear what the river keeper of the Neuse does, you're more than welcome to attend. If you have questions, you can call Becky Craig at 919-731-6142. That's Thursday, March the 21st at 1 o'clock p.m.
There you go, and that
would be interesting.
That's a fascinating position, river keeper of the Neuse River. He
I never thought about it.
Well, he spends a lot of time in the boat, but somebody has to monitor the river.
I would think so, yeah.
And that's what he does, that and a lot of other things as well. And
so we'll give you more details on what Matthew Starr says about his job as a river keeper.
All right, a few weeks ago we had a workshop on blueberries. Now it's time for a workshop on blackberries.
Of course.
Oh boy.
I love blackberries.
I do too. Workshop on the growing, the care and feeding of blackberries coming up March 23rd. This will be at CEFS, the Center for Environmental Farming Systems. This is on Stevens Mill Road at CEFS. And if you want information about that, and you want to attend, it's very inexpensive. There is a fee, but it's next to nothing. Call 731-1525, 919-731-1525.
If you're interested in learning more about the Middle East, tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. at Wayne Community College, the foundation of Wayne Community College is holding a series of lectures on the future of the Middle East.
Wow.
It'll be going through the entire month of March every Monday night. It's free to the public. It'll start at 7 o'clock. It'll be held in room 101 of the Walnut Building in the college's main campus here in Goldsboro. The talk on March 4th tonight will introduce the late Ottoman Empire, the First World War. There's several other things they're talking about, but they're going to talk about the issues that are facing the region. That's tonight at 7 p.m.
Umpires have it tough. I used to know a couple of those guys.
Did you?
Tony Pagliano was one. And Roland
I have
Miles
a
is an
sneaky
umpire.
feeling they're not talking about umpires. They're talking about empires. I have a feeling, Wayne. Middle East Lecture Series tonight. It begins.
I'll let Roland Miles know they're not talking about him.
Yeah, no, it's not him.
All right, no, it's not about Roland. Okay, also got a story about an aerospace engineer by the name of Julian Sharp. Julian is so confident in the item that he invented something called a disaster-proof pod. He believes in this thing so much, he wants to go over Niagara Falls in it. Inside this pod. He says he won't be hurt. He's willing to test it by going over the falls. He says, and this is a direct quote, he says, "I'm aware there are huge restrictions and they may not even be possible, in which case we would be looking for an alternative waterfall. So if you can't go over the Niagara Falls, you'll find another one somewhere." He is 50 years of age, so he ought to know better. But I don't know. The British inventor, he's very British, you know. He now lives in the U.S. Niagara Falls is the preferred site for his testing of the Sharp pod, which was built for people to survive natural disasters, which interesting. And speaking of inventions,
yes,
that plays right into our trivia question for
today.
today.
We need a trivia question for today. We can't start our day without one, Wayne.
The place is Illinois.
Okay.
Or in France, they'd say it's Illinois. But it's Illinois. And in Illinois, a politician's wife invented this household item that is in common use today. She invented this household item that's in common use in mainly one room of the house.
One room of your house.
And it's used by many, many, many people.
So when you're cleaning your house, or not just when you're cleaning your house? Hints, Wayne. We need hints.
Okay. It was invented in Illinois, and that doesn't help you at all.
Nope.
A politician's wife, and that doesn't help you either.
Nope.
It's used by primarily one person, but can be used by anyone. And it's used in mainly one room of the house.
Okay.
Okay?
Think.
Think. And
yes.
And it was invented in the first half of the 20th century, 19-something.
Okay.
Okay, and that's all I can tell you right now. Any more, give it away.
Well, they're very broad hints. But we will just think about it. We'll ponder it and think about it.
Yes.
All right.
Broad hints, yes.
Let's see. If you're interested in eating a little barbecue and you want to support the Salvation Army,
yes.
Well, their auxiliary is hosting a barbecue sale on Thursday, March the 21st. So put that on your calendar.
Oh, boy. From
11 to 2 p.m. The plates are $8. It'll take place at the Salvation Army on 610 North William Street here in Goldsboro. The barbecue plates will include barbecue, of course, potato salad, slaw, hush puppies, and a dessert. You have the options of dining in, taking out, drive-through, or delivery.
Whoa.
If you are interested in finding out more about how to participate, or if they'll deliver to your site, you can call Mary Lou Jones at 919-221-6101. And that is Thursday, March 21st from 11 until 2 p.m.
Okay. Birthdays today. Do we have time? Let's move. No, we'll get birthdays in just a few minutes,
All right,
okay?
that's fine. I believe it's time to go to the Red Cross, and you were talking with Tammy.
I was talking with Tammy
from the Wayne County chapter of Red Cross.
That's right. Today we're talking with Tammy Forrester of the Red Cross here in Wayne County. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How about you?
I'm fantastic. Good to see you again, as always.
Good to be here.
Tammy is the interim director of the, let me see, okay, I know it's the Wayne County Red Cross, but it's the Wayne County and what else?
We are part of the Eastern North Carolina region. But what
does that mean?
Let's explain that.
Okay.
Because people are very concerned that they don't have their local chapter anymore. Your local chapter is still here. We're still doing the same things that we were doing, but we are now part of a region. And our region is from Goldsboro, Wayne County, up to the Virginia line, down to the South Carolina line, and over to the coast.
Good grief.
That's 33 counties that we're part of. So that means that if we have a weather situation that hits here, and there's stuff that we don't have and stuff that we need, we're going to get it just like that, because we're part of a region that's going to bring it to us. Right then, right now, there's a regional team. If disaster strikes, we're going to have all of our local people, and we're going to have regionally trained people from national that come in and help us make everything work right now as quickly and as efficiently as possible.
Okay, now, since you brought it up,
Yes.
where's the staging area for all this? Does this come out of Wilmington? Does it come out of Raleigh, Charlotte, or where?
Well,
or Norfolk?
actually, I will share the news early. I know. I can't give a whole lot of details.
Okay.
That Goldsboro, the Wayne County office, is going to be the disaster hub for Eastern North Carolina's region.
Really?
And I hope I don't get in trouble for sharing that early.
Okay, okay. Now let me make sure I understand this. All right, well, we won't tell anyone.
Okay.
Goldsboro, Wayne County being in the central part of Eastern North Carolina.
Excellent, yes.
Right?
Right.
We're in the very middle.
Right.
It makes us attractive to someone who wants to stage, in this particular case, supplies, disaster supplies, that can be immediately dispersed to
yes.
to the eastern part of the state.
Right, and what that means is when you drive by the Red Cross office, you'll see a new trailer out back, a little beige trailer. It's full of cleanup kits, comfort kits, blankets, a little bit of water because we need warehouse space. So we're looking to house all of the disaster stuff here in Wayne County. And then when disaster strikes, regardless of wherever it is in Eastern North Carolina, that regional disaster response team will all ascend, or should I say descend, come to on Goldsboro, your local Wayne County chapter. So that's a big deal. We're excited about that.
That is a big deal. That's wonderful.
So we're working on getting all the little odds and ends in place, getting all the loose ends tied up. We're looking for warehouse space, and of course, since we're Red Cross and we're limited on funds, and we're always trying to watch what we spend, we like free warehouse space.
Donated warehouse.
Donated warehouse
Donated
space.
warehouse space.
Yes.
So, and I know that we have that here in the area.
And we've looked at a few of them. We have had a few people reach out to us and extend offers, and we're in the process of looking. But if there's anybody that's hearing this right now and going, oh, I got some,
Yeah.
they're still welcome to call the office and let us know.
All right,
about it.
let me show that number on the screen there. We're looking at, if you can see it there, behind the Red Cross logo, where it says 735-7201. That's area code 919-735-7201, right?
Yes.
All right, now, and anyone who calls that number should ask for you, Tammy.
Ask for Tammy.
Ask for Tammy, and if they have property or a building they can donate, then you would love to talk to them.
Love to talk to them, very much so.
All right, Tammy, what else is going on?
Well, we have several blood drives coming up in March. Of course, we always have the blood drive at the chapter house on Tuesdays, the second Tuesday of every month, from 1:30 to 6. And that's an appointment-driven drive. They can either call the office with that number you had a while ago, 919-735-7201,
Right.
or they can go to www.redcrossblood.org and make an appointment for that drive.
Okay.
But when they go on that website, they can see all of our drives.
Uh-huh.
It's a one-stop shop.
Oh,
And they
how
can
convenient.
sign up and make an appointment.
That's nice. All right, again, that Red Cross website
is www.redcross.org. .redcrossblood.org.
Oh, okay. www.redcrossblood.org.
Yes.
All right, now what is it? And then when you go on that site, what do you see?
You'll see the tab says blood drives, and you can click on that tab, and then it'll show you all the blood drives, and you can pick which one you want and sign up for it.
Oh, okay.
And it'll even send you a reminder back through your email,
How about
which
that?
I love.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure. But because it does remind people.
Yes.
And you can sign up for it online.
Online.
And then not have to worry about it.
And not have to worry about it anymore. And like I said, it'll send you that, especially if you're somebody that works, like you and I, and we're right in front of a computer.
Right.
Then that's going to blip up, and we have long since forgot making the appointment. And it's going to blip up, and we're going to say, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to get blood today at 2:30.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Great. RedCrossBlood.org.
Now, can I talk about Red Cross Month?
Well, sure. That's March.
Yes.
Right. Month of March is Red Cross Month.
Yes.
All right. Tell me about it.
All right. We have our theme this year is to paint the town red
Okay.
with heroes.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
So we already have a lot of events going on. We have the Wayne County schools every year do Pennies for a Purpose.
Right.
And they are in 25 of our different schools right now. They started on the 1st of February, and that campaign will run through the 28th. And they do anything from having teacher-student basketball games, to teacher-student volleyball games, to raising money competitively amongst the grades. The 6th grade will challenge the 8th grade or the 7th grade to see who can raise the most money.
Right.
And we even have a school that does Warrior Idol. Eastern Wayne Middle School does a Warrior Idol contest.
Tell me about that. What's that all about? What do they do?
They get their school, their whole, I have lost my mind. They get all of their students together,
You have.
and they have a talent contest.
Right.
Now they can't just show up. They really go all out on this. They screen these students.
Really?
You have to go through an audition process.
Wow.
They're already working on it.
Wow.
And they go through an audition process, and the people that pass through the auditions are screened. And I think last year they had 8 performers. They either dance, they sing, or they play an instrument and sing. But, you know, the thing that's most exciting to me about this is these are 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, and they do this in front of their peers.
Wow.
Now think about when you were in the 6th and 7th and 8th grade.
I used to hide under the desk.
I mean, you don't even want a blemish on your skin,
No.
let alone we didn't. You wanted everything right. You had to have just the right clothes, and these kids are going to get up there and perform in front of their...
Yeah, you're talking about 12, 13, 14 years of age?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they do awesome.
Oh, I bet they do.
I am always honored to go and see what they've done. And the way they raise their money is they charge all the students is $2 to get in. And so, and they're there, that gym is packed. And this year it'll be great because it'll be air conditioned, and it wasn't last year.
Oh, that's good.
Or
That's good.
heated.
That's
so,
always good.
because they've just had a big renovation. But they go all out. And I've also had, let's see, Spring Creek, sorry, I had to think.
That's
Spring
okay.
Creek did a raffle last year.
Yeah.
Some of them have done where the teachers pay to wear jeans to school. They've also done it where they pay to wear hats to school for the students, or they can pay to not have a homework assignment. So
really?
Yes, so they do. They're very creative, and last year all the schools together raised about $15,000 for us.
Wow. That's amazing. That's wonderful.
They do a really good job.
All right, now when is the Idol thing out of these?
The Idol is March 8th.
March 8th.
March 8th.
All right, that's a Friday.
That is a Friday, and it's usually at 1 o'clock, but they haven't set their time yet this year.
Okay, and then Spring Creek, when is that one?
Well, Spring Creek, they're all working on them right now.
Oh, okay.
They're fundraising events. So if Spring Creek is selling raffle tickets, they'll be selling them right now. So if you got kids that go to Spring Creek, ask them about it.
Right.
Okay? I'm not sure if they're doing raffle tickets this year or not.
Okay.
So,
Okay, anyway, the schools are involved
yes,
with the Red Cross.
the
and this
schools
is
are
wonderful.
involved,
This
and
is
they've been involved for, this is their 11th year. And we also have, and I meant to bring the flyer and I didn't, but I can tell you. Dave Sanderson was the flight that landed in Hudson Bay.
Yes.
He was the last survivor off of that flight that day. And he was touched 3 times that day by Red Cross. And he is coming to share his story with us in Goldsboro, people,
Wow.
on the 21st of March.
Wow.
He's going to come. We're going to have a luncheon. And, of course, it is a fundraiser for Red Cross Month. because Red Cross is not government funded, so we have to raise the bulk of our money.
I'm glad you brought that up, because people think that the Red Cross is a government agency, but you're not.
No, we're not. We are commissioned by Congress
Right.
to alleviate human suffering in the form of our disaster relief. We are also commissioned by Congress to do service to the armed forces.
Right.
And we do not get any financial support for that.
And the Congress is asking you to do this, but they're not
Yes.
bellying up to the
Right.
whatever to help you with
Right.
it.
So we are one of the United Way agencies.
Right.
United Way is very gracious to us, and they do support us, but we still have to raise, my goal to raise as the interim director is $200,000 a year.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
How in the world?
So, well, we raise it by asking for support,
Yeah.
and people are very supportive in this area.
Yeah.
We raise it by asking individual businesses and individual sponsors to donate money, but we also raise it through events like what you're going to see in March. Because we have Dave coming. We also have Heroes on the Court.
Right.
Now this is going to be interesting. This is going to be at Wayne Country Day on April the 15th, because we had to stretch it. We
You had
got
to
to
stretch it?
stretch the
Had to
month
stretch
of
it?
March into April.
Oh, well, you know, you could add 3 or 4 days and make it, give it till like March 36th.
Yes.
Could you, just change the calendar
That's right.
Why
We have
not?
to stretch
You got to
it.
stretch March.
So we start the National Month of Red Cross in March, but we kind of, stretch it out as long as we can.
Okay. Yeah.
So we can, benefit from the fundraising possibilities.
Yeah, you have to get the most out of it
That's
that
right.
you can possibly get.
Now here comes the part all of your viewers watch Wayne, because we're going to have Heroes on the Court. This guy's name is Bob Holmes, and he is a one-man volleyball team.
Really?
Now, he's funny like the Harlem Globetrotters,
Yeah.
but he's volleyball,
Okay.
and there's one of them. And he plays against teams of people, and he wins.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And this is why they're watching you.
Why are they
Because
watching
we
me?
want you to be on one of the celebrity teams that we're going to have.
Oh, man.
Now, you don't have to answer me today on air. But we do want you to be on one of the celebrity
Well, when
teams.
is this?
This is April the 15th at 6:30 in the evening at Wayne Country Day School.
Oh, my goodness.
And we're going to have several teams. I haven't started asking people yet, so some people may be watching this and their names are getting ready to be mentioned, or their jobs, and they're going to say, oh, she hasn't even asked me yet. We're going to try to get some of the different athletes throughout the schools to participate, to be an all-star team against Bob Holmes.
Okay.
We're going to try to get the celebrity team in the county and in the city, which is what we're, going to harass you for.
Right.
Or Kim, or both.
Okay.
Somebody's got to run the camera. No, I'm just messing.
That's right.
But, we're going to ask police and fire and sheriff.
Okay.
We're also going to have a Red Cross team.
Okay.
And we're going to have a team from Wayne Country Day. Now, this man's going to play all these teams in one night. And he's
really?
going to beat them.
Oh, my. And this is April 15th.
April 15th.
All right.
That's
I'll have
right.
to check my calendar and see how
Check
we're
your
doing.
calendar.
All right.
Well, and then we've got Rack It Up for the Red. That's by the YMCA. They have a racquetball tournament, and
Right.
that's April 19th, 20th, and 21.
April 19th, 20th, and 21st. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So,
You're so busy. You got so many
Yes.
things going on.
that's right.
And I'll tell you what, I love the Red Cross for many reasons, but you folks save lives.
Yes,
You
we
help
do.
people and you save lives.
We do.
Through blood donations and collections, through helping in times of disaster.
Right.
And I know you have got so many stories to tell about
Oh, I do.
how in fact you were a victim
I was
years
a victim,
ago.
Years ago, a tornado victim.
Yeah, yeah. So it's Red Cross does an amazing job here in Wayne County, and I remember back when through several previous directors, and here you are. Chuck retired. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But here you are as interim director, and I think you're doing a fine job.
Well, thank you. I
You are.
appreciate that.
But
I'm enjoying it.
happy to have you, and this is the first of many visits.
Oh, good.
Okay?
We look forward to coming back.
Of course, as always. But I want you to come back soon, and I will encourage you to please support the Red Cross. If you can't give blood, at least you can volunteer your time to help.
Yes.
In some way. If you can help with money, that's wonderful. But if you can't, if things are kind of tough, you can still help by volunteering.
That's right.
You always need someone to help.
Always need volunteers, please. Thank
All right.
you.
And the closer we get to the time of inclement weather, we're going to be talking about that as well, about how to prepare. Hurricane preparedness and all that is very important.
So.
All right. Well, Tammy, I appreciate you being with us. Tammy Forrester. Anything else we want to add real quick?
Oh, yes.
See?
We have a Red Cross open house on March the 12th, Tuesday, March the 12th. And that is, we want to get people in that want to volunteer.
There you go.
They can come in that day. We'll walk them through everything they need to do to get them signed up and get them going. We'd love to have a huge turnout. It's from 1:30 to 6.
March the 12th. So if you don't know anything at all about the Red Cross, here's your chance to learn about it.
Yes.
All right?
Very much so.
All right. March the 12th. 735-7201, 735-7201 if you have any questions. Tammy Forrester, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for staying with us. And Wayne, that was good information from American Red Cross Wayne County Chapter. Thank you, Tammy. You're doing a great job.
Tammy is doing a great job. She has a great staff there as well, and keep it up.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Let's see. I was about to mention birthdays for this March 4th. Who's having a birthday? Well, he's no longer with us, but one of my favorite composers, Mr. Vivaldi, Antonio Vivaldi, born this day a long time ago in the late 1600s, 1678 to be exact. Also, the late, great Newt Rockney, born this day in 1888. This is also the birth anniversary of John Garfield, the actor, and I love Garfield. He's great. 1913. I don't mean the cat. I mean the actor who passed
Don't know
away.
any of them.
But oh yeah, Garfield was great. Tough guy. Yeah, tough guy. Anyway, Miriam Makeba. She was born this day, 1932. Barbara McNair, the lovely. In fact, Barbara McNair, I remember she's done a lot of things, but she was.
How would we know her?
You would know her from Elvis Presley's movie The Habit.
Okay.
No, wait a minute. Change of Habit.
Okay.
She was one of the. She was Mary Tyler Moore's.
Sidekick?
Sidekick. There were 3 nuns in that movie, and she was one of them, Barbara McNair. Very pretty lady. 1934. Also born this day, Paula Prentice. Born this day, 1939, the actress is. Patricia Heaton is a very talented actress.
Yes,
She's
she
on Everybody Loves Raymond.
Very good.
Or was
Tiny
on that
little
program.
lady.
Yes, yes, with a ton of children.
That's what I
She's
heard.
got a bunch of kids. But anyway, she's 55 years today. And Stephen Weber, you know, we had Tim Daly's birthday was last Friday. Well, Stephen's is today. He was his partner on the TV show Wings.
That's right.
Stephen Weber. And that's birthdays for today.
Happy birthday.
Happy, happy, especially Antonio Vivaldi. If you're listening, happy birthday. Love the music.
Let's see, the Senior Games are holding a health fair. Senior Games Health Fair, this Thursday, March the 7th.
That's good.
From 10 until 12:30. It won't cost a thing. It's at Wayne County Services on Aging. The annual Senior Games Health Fair will be held, of course, at the Senior Center from 10 until 12:30. Free consultations with a pharmacist, free skincare screenings, expired medicine drop-off, free hearing screenings, and the list goes on and on and on. Last year they had over 30 vendors to participate. They expect even more this year. They'll offer a light lunch, have raffle prizes, all kinds of things. Don't miss this event. For more information, call Aaron at 705-1785. That's this Thursday, 10 to 12:30.
Oh boy, that works. And don't forget the Junior Livestock Show and Sale coming up very soon. We have another month to go. It's a month from yesterday and today, April 3rd and 4th, the Wayne County Junior Livestock Show and Sale, sponsored by the Wayne County Livestock Development Association, getting underway on the 3rd and 4th. But now between now and then, there's several workshops these participants must attend. You have to attend a minimum of 2 workshops to be a part of the show and sale. Anyway, if you want information about that, you can call Elaine Coit, and Elaine's number, she can be reached through 731-1520. 731-1520.
This weekend at the Paramount Theater is Cinderella the Ballet.
Oh.
Yes, it will be performed by Goldsboro Ballet March 8th through 10th. So this weekend, they will be offering shows right there where you can pick up tickets at the box office, Paramount Theater. We'll be having matinees and evening shows. So if you're interested in Cinderella the Ballet, call the box office at the Paramount Theater. They'd love to see you there.
What a great organization that is. Peggy's done a wonderful job.
Through the years, her and her daughter have done a fantastic job.
That they have, indeed. All right, let's see what else we have here. Do you know that, all right, let me ask you.
Yes?
Speak Latin to me.
I don't know Latin,
Sure you
so
do.
I can't speak it to you.
Sure you do.
Do I? What do I know?
There's several.
There you go.
Show off.
You go, girl.
Yeah.
Our producer is speaking Latin in the background.
Yes. Tabarde to you too there, girl. But yeah, people know Latin and don't even realize they know
Tell
it.
us what we know.
Well, besides e pluribus unum, out of many one, there's also the word bonus is Latin.
Okay.
That one too, what she said.
Nobody can hear that.
Campus
Yes.
is Latin.
Campus. Do we know what that
Campus.
means?
Campus.
What exactly what it means?
Campus
in
is
English?
it means field or open area.
So it's a Latin word.
It's a Latin word. These are all Latin
And we
words.
throw
that-
our little southern slang on it.
campus.
I bet they may not understand campus and bonus the way we say that in our dialect.
Well, but see, the words that we use, bonus and campus, in
Yes.
our dialect or anybody's, they were originally Latin words and still are, and they have been continued in use into our language. Of course, our language, the American language, is made up of so many different
Yes.
words that derive from different languages from around the world. A lot of French, a lot of Indian words, a lot of
interesting.
Latin. Dictator, exit,
All these are Latin words.
investigator
Interesting.
is a word that originated in Latin. Is investigator someone looking for clues or evidence. The root is vestigum. Vestigum is Latin for footprint or track, and it became investigator.
So if you'd like to impress someone today, say, I know some Latin language.
Yes.
And then just say exit, investigator.
Yes.
Bonus.
Museum is
There you go.
Latin. Trivia
The word trivia.
is derived from
You're
a Latin
speaking
word.
Latin.
That's right. Tri meaning three. Via, V-I-A, from roadway or passageway.
Interesting.
And it's where in Latinia, they used to, it was Rome, but the idea was that the intersection of where three roads came together, people would actually stand and exchange stories.
Well, Wayne has taught us something again today. How educational we feel.
Did you know that the Mount Olive Comprehensive Transportation Plan will be available for public viewing, and that is not Latin, during normal business hours at the Wayne County Planning Department? That's on North John Street here in Goldsboro, now through March 20th.
Great.
There you go.
If you're a woman and you're interested in starting a business, there'll be a business seminar at Wayne Community College called Women in Business this Wednesday, March the 6th, from 9 until 10. No cost. It's in honor of Women's History Month. It's a series of seminars entitled Women in Business Together. Let's see, a light breakfast will be served at this event. You must pre-register though, so you need to go ahead and give them a call at 739-6940 if you're interested in attending these free seminars at Wayne Community College.
If you're not familiar with the Special Olympics, you're about to become more familiar than you are. If you do know about the Special Olympics, you're going to enjoy this interview because we're going to be talking with Rich Walderman here in a few minutes, who is the local coordinator for Special Olympics, which is a year-round organization. Special Olympics going on all year round and different events, and you're going to find out how important it is to the Wayne County community. You're not going to believe how many Special Olympians we have
gracious,
here.
yes.
And
That's
before we
right.
talk to Rich, you spoke with
Mike Murphy. We
Mike.
talked with Mike. He is a coach at Mount Olive College, and he's going to tell you about a new sport that is being played at Mount Olive College and across, actually, Eastern North Carolina. So stay tuned and let's hear what Mike Murphy has to say, along with the Special Olympics interview. Up next. Good morning. Joining me today is Mike Murphy. He's with Mount Olive College, and he is the head coach for the lacrosse team. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So Mount Olive College now has a lacrosse men's team.
It does. Men's and women's actually were added both this year. So
This
we have
year,
two sports, right?
brand new.
And we just kicked off our season a few weeks ago. And having the inaugural year, we're having some good success, 2-1 in our first couple weeks of the season. So
Congratulations.
We're very excited about it.
Well, Mike, tell me and tell the viewers if they're not familiar with what lacrosse is all about. Give us some basic information of the game.
For this region, it's very new, but for the country, it's the oldest sport in North America. It started as a Native American sport played by the Iroquois, and the name lacrosse has actually come from a French minister who was here, saw them playing with the sticks, and said it looked like a cross, so they named it lacrosse for lacrosse.
Interesting.
So
I know somebody who would love that little bit of trivia. Mr. Wayne Alley loves trivia.
Right, and so the game is played with 10 players. You have a goalie who plays in the net like a hockey goalie almost.
Right.
You have 3 defensemen who are actually allowed to play with 6-foot sticks, 3 midfielders who can really go anywhere on the field, 3 attackmen who have to stay more on the offensive side.
Sounds a little bit like soccer.
It is. It's a combination of hockey and soccer. If you could picture ice hockey, except with the ball raised up in the air, and the endurance with soccer, being able to go up and down the whole game, it's a very unique and a very fast-paced sport.
So why do you think where's all this hype coming from? Why is there all this publicity and this interest in this new sport, or new sport to this part of North Carolina?
For this area, it's new, but for the rest of the country, it's been growing in leaps and bounds with the NCAA. I think men's is one of the fastest added sports, and women's lacrosse is #1. And I think it's with the new generation, they're constantly handheld electronics. They need to have something going and pay attention at all times. And lacrosse is one of those games where there's really not that many breaks in play. So it's constant action. There's big hits. There's fast shots. There's something going on at all times to keep people occupied, and it's exciting for them to watch.
And our youth today, that they need to be moving at all times,
right? They do.
Right?
They need to be moving, or they're getting into trouble.
Well, there you go. There you go. Well, tell me more about where you guys will compete. Where do you go to play these games?
Sure.
Is it just right here in North Carolina, or do you leave the state?
We play at Emlyn Field on the campus. You can see the lights just off 117, but we're part of Conference Carolinas. And with that conference, we'll travel to Limestone College in Gaffney, Pfeiffer University, Queens University outside of, in Charlotte, North Carolina. So our conference is all over North and South Carolina. However, we do travel all up and down the East Coast. We'll go down to Florida for a few games. We're up in West Virginia. The teams are actually sponsored throughout the country, out in Colorado, California. You know, someday we hope to get out there. Maybe,
of course you do.
Of course you do. Money for that. But it's all over the country. So we're each year we're going to be competitive, going up and down, and trying to find the best location.
Of course, of course. Now, how many players did you say is on a team?
We 10 play, but we actually have 40 on our roster.
40.
So we have 40, and you really need that amount of numbers because you really get after it during practice. So if you take a look at a football practice, they might have 80-something guys out there, but you need them to get guys through drills to keep practice running smoothly, because it is a very physical sport, and you'll find that guys need a quick break here and there
I can only imagine.
to recharge before they get back out on the field.
I'm sure. So tell me what you think the game of lacrosse brings to athletics in general.
The #1 thing I think is diversity. For this area over here, we are made up of 40 individuals from all over the country and the world. We have 3 players that have come from Australia, 1 player from Denmark, 5 from Canada, and then athletes from as far as Washington State, California, down from Florida, New York, Texas, Minnesota. So all over, and it really brings a unique perspective to a small campus.
Absolutely. Mount Olive is growing by leaps and bounds.
Yes.
And continuing to add very diverse bits of exposure for their students. And this is another great way for them to do that. With this diverse team, what have you seen as you've begun your practices, and you have been working through this year so far with your games? What are you seeing as a change within your students?
I think they're taking ownership on themselves, and they're holding themselves accountable to one another a lot more than you would find just say one student has to worry about getting himself to class or herself to class or to what have you. They're going to school. If their teammate's not in class, they're letting me know, they're letting each other know, and they're held to a higher standard where if you're doing the right thing, everybody notices.
Right.
But if you're getting off the right track, everyone's going to notice as well. They want to get you back on and keep a real good positive vibe for our team. So it's been really nice to see that from a bunch of young men.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yes.
I'm sure. Now, tell me, can they start right off in the freshman year, or is this something they have to be
Nope, they can come in right as the freshman and start. In fact, on our defense, 3 of the 4 players are freshmen. So we're a very young team, and it's going to be good in the next couple of years as they develop together.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, Mike, give us a little more background on you as an individual.
Sure. I took over the job here in the beginning of September, so this is my first year as a school as well. Prior to that, the last 3 years I spent at Catawba College as the assistant coach there and offensive coordinator. We reached as high as number 8 in the national polls there, so I'm hoping to bring some of that success with me.
Oh, yes,
and,
definitely.
prior to Catawba, I was living in Charlotte, and I ran a lot of high school travel teams and youth schools, and I was with the banking industry for 10 years. So while I was doing the banking, I was doing lacrosse as well, and it got to a point where the love of lacrosse and coaching
Just took
overwhelmed
over,
the paychecks of the bank, and
Of
we wanted
course.
to get back into coaching, and gradually I've worked my way up to a head position.
Wonderful. Well, we are glad to have you in our area. Welcome to Mount
Very-
Olive
thank you.
and,
Very happy to
and
be
our
here.
community.
Yeah, it's a very nice community.
Oh, it sure is. We're very proud of it. We're very proud of it. Well, thank you for sharing more about Mount Olive College and how the athletics continue to grow and build.
Yes.
As the students grow, and that is definitely happening, as the students grow, Mount Olive is really seeing the vision of what it wants to do in the future and continuing to bring more and more opportunities for their students. And welcome to the community, and,
Thank
I
you very much.
hope your year goes well.
Right, and we'd love to see you guys out at a game. You can find our schedule at www.moctrojans.com. So hop online and come on out and see us.
So we're opening that up to the community. If you want to find out more about what's happening at Mount Olive College and see an actual game, once again, MOCTROJANS.com. You can see their schedule there and come on out to Mount Olive and watch a game and see for yourself how Mount Olive Trojans are going to do well this year. We're going to predict it, right?
We're going to do well.
Well, thank you, Mike. I
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
it. And this is more about what's happening at Mount Olive College.
Our guest today in the studio is Rich Waldeman. Rich is the local coordinator for the Special Olympics. Thanks for being with us.
Glad
It's
to
been
be
a
here.
long time. How are you doing?
Doing fine, sir. Glad to
You
be
look
here.
great, Rich.
Miss talking to you on the radio.
Well, I appreciate that. Let's talk about Special Olympics.
Sure.
You are the coordinator for Special Olympics. For those who may not know what Special Olympics are, please give us a brief rundown on the Special Olympics.
Special Olympics provides year-round sports training and competitions for individuals with mental disabilities. And we're trying to get rid of the word retardation to replace that with intellectual disabilities, mental disabilities. And so we run a year-round program through the county. I'm authorized through an accreditation program through the state to operate the Wayne County program. There are approximately 70 programs within the state that operate a program.
Within North Carolina.
Within North Carolina,
70 programs.
Yes.
That's a large number. It's more than I thought.
And there's only 2 county programs that actually have paid coordinators by the Special Olympic program. The majority of us are basically volunteers.
Volunteers,
Right.
yeah. Well, the Special Olympics Wayne County. Tell me, how many Special Olympians do we have in the organization?
We have over 400 active.
Over 400 active.
Yes. There's probably close to about 1,200 to 1,300 which are eligible in one way or another. Most of them are in the school system, but due to the fact that some are too young to start yet, because you have to be at least 8 years old to start, and then some just age out or just don't want to do it anymore. But right now we have over 400 active.
That's an amazing number. And these are you want to see some serious athletes, some serious Olympians. I'm telling you, if you go to one of these events, you will just be amazed. They take this seriously, and they are
yes.
serious. This is very real. It's very competitive. And I'm telling you, they work their hearts out.
Yes. Yeah, some play, well, they don't know the difference between a blue ribbon, a yellow ribbon, or a red ribbon, or a gold medal, a silver medal, a bronze medal. Trust me, they know the difference.
They know the difference.
They know the difference.
They understand competition.
Oh, yes, indeed. And this gives them the chance to do it for the general public.
And they're amazing. They
Yes.
are amazing. These Special Olympians, they run fast, they jump high, they swim, they bocce ball, they.
Yes, we have. We run 8 state-level programs, competition teams, and then we have 4 that we do locally.
And tell me again about the Olympians. These are Olympians who are mentally challenged?
Yes, they have to have some type of mental disability or learning disability identified by a school system or a person in the profession.
Now, is there ever are they ever divided by severity of disability?
Not in competition-wise. What separates them in competition is when they turn in qualifying scores. So we try to match them up with gender, with age, and with the scores that they actually have. You don't want to have somebody 35 years old competing against somebody that's 8 years old.
Right.
But
Thank goodness.
But we do have mixed gender competitions where males and females do compete against each other, and it's.
And the biggest difference between this and the other Olympics, which takes place every 4 years, is that this is year-round, isn't it?
Yes.
Special Olympics is year-round. And tell me about the competition itself. How many different sports do you have?
Well, locally, we throughout the school year we do track. Well, we call it athletics, but for most people, athletics is track and field.
Right. Basketball,
bowling, and aquatics. Aquatics has been one of our smaller ones, but it's probably had a 400% increase in the last couple of years.
Now that's an umbrella title, isn't it? And then that breaks down to several different areas, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
As does the track and the field.
Yes.
All right, the athletics part of it there.
And then when we put county teams together to compete in aquatics at the state level, we got aquatics, basketball, bocce, bowling. We've have trained coaches in cheerleading. We do equestrian. We do golf, powerlifting.
Powerlifting.
Yes, which we do at the Y there. So it's. Yeah, I mean, some of them can really lift some weights.
I know,
yeah.
I know.
Mm-hmm. So
look, I know Ryan. Ryan can lift some weights, right?
Yeah, Ryan's one, and then we have a few others there.
Several who are good at it.
Yes,
very good.
Yes, and then and then some of these they do excel at the state level, and they get the opportunity to go national. And
you have had some national competition competitors.
Yes, we've had. Diane Jordan, who was just recently our athlete of the year for not only Wayne County but for Special Olympics North Carolina.
Right.
She got a gold medal in bowling at the nationals. We had Alan Jenkins, who went down to Florida for golf and individual skills, got a gold medal down there.
Right.
And then my daughter Erica has been 3 times. She's been the national champion there, and then. From there, they've bounced up, and we've had 2 that's actually gone to World Games.
I'm glad you brought Erica's name up. I was going to ask you about her. How's she doing?
She's doing really good. Just waiting for the warmer weather to get here.
Yeah, I know. And
so we can get going.
She's a national champion.
3 times.
3-time national champion. Yes. And we have also had some international, have we not?
Ryan Hood, in I believe it was early '90s, went to he went to Ireland for bowling, and Heather Pardue went to Athens, Greece a couple years ago.
That's right.
And so Wayne County's on the board.
We are on the board in Wayne County with our Olympians here, and we're very proud of our Special Olympians here. You have a lot of volunteers helping, but you could always use more, could you not?
Yes, at times, yes, we do. We're looking for coaches to help out, because we do. Our program is expanding, so we're actually looking for coaches, because 1 or 2 coaches can only handle so many athletes there. So we actually need we're looking for actually coaches that'll take the time, get certified by the state, and help out 1 or 2 days a week.
Well, Rich, the Special Olympics Wayne County, do you have a particular meeting place? Do you meet on a regular schedule, or do you just get together for the events and just...
Well, we have a local committee which helps me run the program, and we have our meetings at the Family Y on Mondays, the 2nd Monday of each month, from August through May, which covers the school season, which is what we do our competitions by. Anybody's welcome to come. There's no membership. There's no fill out an application. We just like anybody to show up. It lasts about an hour, 5:30 to 6:30, anybody, new faces bring new ideas and new connections.
Yeah.
So, we welcome anybody to come out and participate.
All right, and that is what day again at the Family Y?
It's the second Monday of each month.
All right.
Providing it's not a federal holiday or whether we go by the school. If the schools are in, then we do it.
All right.
And then, if not, we'll change the date to a week before, a week after. But most of the time, it's just the second Monday of each month, and it's at the Family Y at the conference room and up front.
Okay. Is there a contact phone or a contact email or contact anything?
They can contact me at 919-734-7023. Or they can contact us on our website, which is SHOWC2@yahoo.com, and we'll be glad to. We check that every day. We'll be glad to answer any questions and give you as much information as you need.
SOWC, that's Special Olympics Wayne County 2 at
yahoo.com.
yahoo.com. SOWC2@yahoo.com. Rich, thank you so much for being here, and it's always great to see you.
Hey, I appreciate the support.
Yeah, best to Heather, and go get them. I mean, we should be. This is a big time sports event for Wayne County, and here in Wayne County. Where do you compete here in Wayne County?
Well, we use the Y for basketball. We use the thanks to the graciousness of the public school system. We do our track and field at Eastern Wayne High School. AMF Boulevard Lanes does the bowling, and the Y also does the aquatics.
There you go.
So without those, and then we can't always thank the Goldsboro Parks and Rec for letting us use the Goldsboro Municipal Golf Course for our golf team. So we're active all around the county.
A lot of support and a lot of, but they're always needing volunteers, and you can help. Contact Rich at SOWC2@yahoo.com. Rich Walderman of the Special Olympics Wayne County, thanks again.
So thank you, Wayne.
And we're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for staying with us today. Let's see, Wayne.
Yeah. Huh?
What exactly are you doing?
What? Oh,
Is
yeah.
that Tai Chi? Is that what you're doing?
What's going on here? There is a black belt in Kung Fu and Jiu-Jitsu who's going to be teaching a free class to anyone 60 and over. Yeah.
60 and over.
60 and up. That's right. That's the line. Advanced registration is required. This is taking place at the Peggy M. Seegers Senior Center.
Peggy you can get it.
Yeah. Peggy M. Seegers Senior Center.
Just say the Senior Center.
At the Senior Center. This is coming up on Friday, March 8th. Well, that's this Friday.
Yes, it is.
Starts at 2 p.m. Thane Collins is the guy's name, and be teaching this as a second degree black belt in Kung Fu and Jiu-Jitsu, and that is free to seniors 60 and above. Call Aaron. Pre-registration is required. The class is limited to 15 participants, so if you're interested at all, get on the phone at 8 o'clock and call Erin and let her know.
That sounds like a fun class.
And if this is one of the repeat programs, call this afternoon because we're on again at noon.
That's right.
And there you go.
That's right.
And at 5:30.
If you're interested in participating in an arts class, where's the place to go, Wayne?
Well, you go over here to the Arts Council of Wayne County.
Yes, you do.
On Walnut Street.
That's exactly where you go. They're always offering a wide variety of classes. And on March 19th, they're offering children ages 5 to 10 tie-dye with a twist.
Tie-dye with a twist.
Tie-dye with a twist.
Tie-dye with a twist.
Becca Scott Reynolds will be the instructor of the class. Children will learn basic tie-dyeing techniques and create a special tie-dye pattern on a t-shirt. If you're interested in registering for that class, call 736-3300 Tuesday, March 19th from 5 till 6 p.m. Remember, that's ages 5 to 10, and what a fun class that will be. Tie-dye with a twist.
Zacto Mundo, Kimosabi.
Okie dokie, Wayno.
I have no idea.
What you just said?
Yeah.
Neither do I.
Nope. All right, the Wayne County Public Library going through some changes, and you are asked to please be patient. They're upgrading and updating and up everything over at the library, so use a little patience when you call over there. They're trying to get this, and it'll be better for everyone when this is done. It's just going to be fantastic. They'll have new policies in place, and it'll make things easier for you to be able to use our fantastic our very fine Wayne County Public Library. They do a
That's
great
exactly
job.
what they
over
do,
there.
and we're very proud of the Wayne County
Very
Public
proud.
Library.
Yes.
Can't wait for the one in Mount Olive to be completed.
I
That's going to
know.
be exciting and
That
great.
is.
Maybe we can go down and take a tour of it.
That's a great idea.
All right, we'll put that on our agenda.
On our
Calendar.
Is that a Latin? Oh yeah. That's not
Whichever
a Latin.
word works for you.
Agenda or calendar, one or the other.
All right. Well, if
Okay.
you're interested in being active, there's several places you can go. But one of the places is to Goldsboro Parks and Recreation's Herman Park Center. My goodness, what a long list of things they're offering.
What are they offering?
Zumba for
Zumba?
ages 50 and up.
Well, oh boy.
Self-defense or cheerleading classes taught by a champion youth outreach director.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa.
Boxing, youth boxing, adult boxing. My goodness. Bingo.
Bingo.
Bingo, if you want to play bingo, they offer that. Pottery wheel classes, line dancing, family golf, the list goes on and on. But if you're interested in participating in several of these classes, you can call Goldsboro Parks and Recreation at 739-7491 and find out even more things they're offering. Find out dates, times, classes.
Like Kite Day.
Yeah, there's a kite day. What
Coming
day
up.
is that?
March 23rd.
That's right, it's free for ages 4 and up. Where will it be taking place, Wayne?
Over there, where it's windy.
What does it say it's going to be? Because I can't see it.
Oh,
very
it's going to be.
faded.
Oh, it's going to be at H.V. Brown Park.
That's what I thought.
All right,
H.V. Brown Park.
between 10 o'clock and noon on the 23rd. It's for ages 4 and up, and it's free of charge to participate. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Thank
So
you
there's a
very
long
much.
list of things that you can do right here in our community.
Long list.
Goldsboro Parks and Recreation.
All right. All right. All right, today is the 4th, right? Well, tomorrow is one of the workshops offered by the Cooperative Extension Service, one of the workshops for the Junior Livestock Show and Sale. This will be taking place at 6:30 at Wayne Center. It's particularly for swine exhibitors, but but others may attend as well, so just go. It's free. Medical record-keeping techniques also be reviewed, as well as the We Care program. If you have any questions, call Eileen, 731-1520. The trivia question. All right, the question was, it took place in Illinois in the first half of the 20th century, in 1900 something. This lady was married to a politician, and they were well off, and they did pretty well for themselves. She actually was the one who invented this particular household item, and this is a common household item in use in most households now.
Okay.
And she invented it. It's made life easier for a lot of people. And it is a
Yes? Tell us.
dishwasher.
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 Well, I'm so glad she invented that.
Well, she invented it because she was a lady of means.
A lady of means.
They were well off, they were well-to-do, and the hired help kept breaking the dishes.
So she wanted to design something that would not break her dishes, but would
Exactly.
clean them beautifully,
Clean
I'm
the
sure.
dishes, and nobody would be there to drop them.
Right.
So she did. She
And when
invented
was
it.
this? What year?
First, I don't have the year. It was
Oh.
the first half of the first half of 1900s. I could
Okay.
look it up, I suppose, but that wouldn't be fun.
Well, thank you for that bit of trivia.
You're quite welcome.
We do appreciate it. What are you checking out?
I'm just checking out this paper. But let's continue tomorrow,
yes,
shall we?
let's do.
All right,
Let's
we're going to do this again tomorrow morning. We'll be here at 7 o'clock for you, Monday through Friday, every day, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., and then again at noon, then again at 5:30, and then again at some other time during the evening hours.
And
So-
if you have things before we close out the day that you want to share with the community, make sure you email it to us about 2 weeks before your event, and we'll share that information on the show. Wayne, where do they need to send that email?
You need to send that email to wgtv@waynegov.com, wgtv@waynegov.com.
That's right. We know spring is a busy time. There will be many events taking place
right.
across the city of Goldsboro and the county of Wayne, and we want to help you share your events with the community.
We'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, and until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.